Hello and good morning, everyone. And by good morning, I mean, of course, it's time to sleep. So, I got my eyes tested yesterday, and not just a normal, oh, get your eyes tested to get some glasses stuff. No, like, they put in like eye drops. I had to sit in the waiting room for like 20 minutes as like the drops go into my eyes. My eyes are really sensitive. So even just the normal test to like get glasses, the thing is like, oh, let's just shine a bright light in your eye socket. And I'm just there like flinching, like, I'm not trying to close my eye, but I can tell that they're getting upset because I keep closing my eye.
I hope it comes out okay.
I'm trying to do this good. It's just so not natural. My eyes don't do good with the lights going into my eyes.
Yeah.
So when I went there like last week, I saw that there were some new tests. Like there's this one where they put like a VR headset on you, and you have to like look right in the middle, and there's like dots around and stuff. I had to do all these same tests again yesterday. Except I was so much worse at the headset one, because I'd just be sitting there for like 10-20 seconds like, I don't see any dots appearing. Actually, that's a lie. I saw dots all over the place, but those weren't the official dots, because normally it's just like a little blink of a dot, but I was just seeing like just white spots that weren't going away. And I saw a light that blinked, so I clicked the button for it. It's like, oh, please only click when you actually see a dot. It's like, I saw a dot. I saw a dot blink.
There you go.
I feel like that's important knowledge if I'm seeing things like that.
There we go. Easy does it.
So, since the last time I got my eyes tested,
Watering time.
the person was all like, yeah,
comes
there's
out
this thing that we saw in one of your eyes, where if I saw it in both of your eyes, I would get you, like, to a specialist immediately to get you checked out for this. We only saw in one. And since you don't have any symptoms of this, condition, so, like, we don't think that you actually necessarily have it, but since there's a possibility that you have it, since it was in one of your eyes, we're going to have to refer you to a specialist. And it's like, yeah, the specialist might take a few weeks to, contact you. So I'm just like, okay. Like, if you think that whatever this is that's going on with my eyes can wait a few weeks, and then however long it takes to get booked in with the specialist, okay. You're the professional. I'm just gonna trust you on this, that it can wait. Why is this all only level 9? Why couldn't any of this be... Why doesn't this want to grow? No, screw it. Just sell everything at level 9. So yeah, I got the eye drops in, and they made sure to tell me over and over again, hey, make sure you have a driver to take you back home. You're not going to be able to, like, we don't want you driving after this. Unfortunately, I was going back home at, like, 3, like, 2:30 to 3 in the afternoon. Everyone I know is at work. So
and they didn't tell you this ahead of time.
They did. Still I don't know many people locally.
Oh. You should have asked Chandra to come give you a piggyback.
Actually, I did wind up asking her, and she's like, yeah, sorry, I don't have a car.
Yeah, you should have told her to just come and give you a piggyback.
Yeah. So, after, the eye test's all done and referral was sent out, I finally put on my glasses for the first time since I got the eye drops, which, by the way, were an absolute nightmare to put in, because it's like, yeah, turn your head all the way up, and, like, look up, like, turn your head, like, all the way up so you're facing the ceiling, and then look down. It's like, my eyes don't go backwards. Like, I'm looking down relative to me, which is against the far wall. But it's like, no, look down. It's like, I'm trying. Again, I'm looking, my face is up. I can't look down. That's not how, I don't know if that's how other people's eyes work, that they can look through their skull. I can't. So, okay, well, I'll look, like, further up into, like, that back corner, and then it's like, eventually it's just, like, placed, like, basically on my, like, eyelid, and I had to just keep forcing my eye open as this thing stings. Oh my gosh, those eye drops, they sting. It's so not good. I got them done eventually, but gosh, that was bad.
Yeesh.
So anyway, after all that is done, I finally get my, I finally put my glasses on afterwards. It's like, oh yeah, your vision's gonna be really blurry even with your glasses on, blah blah blah. Make sure you absolutely do not drive yourself home.
There you go.
Blah blah blah. I put my glasses, my vision looks like totally normal, like totally the same as, like completely the same as before the eye drops. It's like zero difference at all whatsoever in the slightest. So I'm just like, huh, I don't know, did it already like stop affecting or something? That's weird, but you know what, screw it. Don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'll just take this. I step outside.
There!
Oh! I'm blind!
Oh,
Easy does it.
Like, as soon as I step
There
outside,
you go.
it's like the brightness of everything is just cranked up to 11. Like, it was so flippin' bright out, I could not keep my right eye open. My right eye is apparently slightly more sensitive to light than my left. And it's like, I could barely open a little bit. It's like, no, close, close, no, no. Like, if I try to force it open, it was like a royal struggle. It's like, nope. Like, put my hand over my eye so it's dark, and even then I can still kind of get it open a little, and then move my hand. It's like, nope. So basically, I wound up biking home with one eye closed. And once I got, like, basically, like, back to, like, the shade of my building and back inside, I could open up my right eye again. But just, like, outside in the sunlight, nope. 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 Not on the slightest. Not at all.
All
No, no.
right.
Barely on
All
the slightest.
right.
Just no. But it's like,
Alright.
I feel like I potentially could have driven, but I understand, like, if the idea is, like, both of a person's eyes are supposed to be like how my right eye was, I can see why they would say,
Nice.
hey, don't flippin' drive.
yeah.
Nice. Yes. All right.
And then, of course, my eyes, like, stung for a few days.
Hours.
And well into the night.
Oof.
It's just some normal old-fashioned eye pain. You get that as you get older. Pains in the eyes and all that.
I didn't know about specifically in the eyes, but general pains, yes.
Okay, I have a thought here. Let me see if I'm this. No, and I'm gonna load this. And see if
Happy
I
to
got to
see you.
already level 10. I could have harvested them at level 10 and shipped them at level 10. If I had just gone and done that. What's my cursor on the screen? So, that was yesterday. And then today, I had... So, the idea was that I was supposed to have a D&D session starting at 1. And then go out to go grocery shopping at like 4:30. That was the plan. That was what I figured would be the plan. That wasn't quite how it happened. So much extra rubbish here. So D&D session started a bit late, and then it's like, oh, hey, get a message from mom. It's like, actually, I'm not working today, so why don't we go do our shopping early? And it's like, I am in the middle, actively in the middle of like a D&D session. And it's like, I understand like D&D isn't like, oh, the end of the world or whatever. It's not the most important thing in the world, but it is, I don't know, kind of important to me.
And it is literally plans that I also made in advance and I'm already doing.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, like, I'm doing things until like 4. Can we do it for after 4? It's like, okay, fine, we can set it for after 4. And then she's texts me at like 3:50. It's like, okay, I'm on my way. I'll be there at 4. And it's, but since the D&D game started late, we were going to go 20 minutes after 4 because the game started like 20 minutes after 1. So I'm just there like, hey DM, yeah, I'm gonna have to leave like a bit early. Yeah, I was gonna have to leave right at the end of the session, but if we're going over, I have to leave early. Like, yeah. That is just how that is going to have to be. And the DM was understanding about it. It's like, yeah. You have plans and stuff, sure. But it's like just being that awkward situation of like, yeah, I just kind of... It's like, no, the session is fun and all that. I just have to go early.
Yeah.
Because of reasons. And also, I think I already mentioned, but I'd basically made a D&D character based off of Maple Pines.
Yes.
And all the way to and including someone wanting to play as Waddles. And so like, one of like the sticking points that I had was that I wanted to play like as a character with like a grappling hook, and the DM had been all like, "Oh yeah, okay, like I found like a homebrew grappling hook I can add to your character sheet." Get to the time of the session, grappling hook is not on the character sheet, but you know if the DM is running a game, can't just interrupt you like, "Oh hey, you didn't put this item on." It's like, yeah, we're not in a situation where we have to use it yet. But then we're like, oh hey, we're starting to head into combat. Hey, let's all take a 5-minute break, then head into the area that we're gonna have combat. And it's like, okay, now I'll ask. Hey DM, why don't I have my grappling hook?
What was the reason?
Oh, she had just like forgotten to put it on my sheet because she was so busy from other things.
Okay, so it was just... Okay.
It was just like, oops, I forgot about that. Here, let me fix that. And not, oh yeah, I decided that you shouldn't have it. Sort of a thing.
Okay, good. That would have been very concerning.
Yeah. I mean, I told you that basically, like, a dream told me to join that game, right?
No, you did not tell me that.
Oh, yeah. I'd had a dream that I was playing a Gloomhaven, like, tabletop RPG. And, but, like, so, like, you still had, like, the Gloomhaven-y cards and stuff, but they were much, different than how they are in, like, the board game. So, for example, I had, like, a grappling hook card active, so I could, like, swing my way, like, around. And it was in, like, a 3D environment, too. So it's like, okay, for my turn, I'll use my grappling hook card to, like, swing across here, then use this, like, movement jump card to, like, jump off at this, and use my attack card to, like, finish them off, sort of a thing. Like, I had a card that, like, summoned, like, little minions, and it wasn't even, like, a loss or an ongoing card. It's just like, yeah, summon 2 little minions, put this in your discard pile, so you can get it back. And just, like, keep making more, like, if they live. Like, that's just what it was. So, But in my dream, it wasn't Gloomhaven, it was called, like, Avernius or something.
Okay.
And then I wake up, and in, like, one of the D&D servers I'm in, there's someone who's looking for players to play in Welcome to Avernicus. So I'm just there like, oh, well, I guess my dream is... like, well, I mean, yeah, I want to follow the logic of and lore of dreams. Sure, I'd like to join your game, because I think my dream told me that I should.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
not
Trump
creepy
could
at
be
all.
used to make something. Pardon?
That's not creepy at all.
Well, I didn't tell them that was because of my dream, but, you know, that was more like, well, if my dream's gonna tell me to do this, I mean, sure, I'll try to join that. And then, of course, once I join, it's like, oh, hey, basically, for our table, we need one of either two things. We either need a rogue or a cleric. So I'm just saying, it's like, okay, well, yeah, I join in, it's like, I would love to play as someone with, like, a grappling bow. It's like, okay, sure. We have positions open for a rogue or a cleric. And I'm just like, well, I guess rogue makes more sense to have a grappling hook than a cleric. Like, right? Like, it's like, okay,
Sure.
play a rogue with a grappling hook. And then as I'm, like, making the character and stuff, something along the line is just like, huh. I don't remember exactly what the thing was, but then it's like, okay. So I just started to make, like, Mabel. It's like, yeah, I could totally try to do that. That's, you know, stuff that I could try. And then just try to make, like, a Mabel, like, XP, not... It's like, no, this isn't Mabel, it's... you know, a different tree-named character who is just similar. It's like, no, I'm not trying to make Mabel, I'm trying to make a character who's like, you know, the opposite of, like, the antisocial rogue. Because everyone, like, no one likes the antisocial rogue character, but what if I make someone who's, like, just the opposite of that? And it's, like, happy-go-lucky and friendly and stuff. That would be fun, right?
Sure.
And then eventually the demons are just like, wait, are you just making Mabel Pines? I'm like, yeah. It's like, oh, okay, that's awesome. Yeah, do it. So it's like, oh, okay. Well, with your blessing, I might as well, right? So anyway, we had our session today. Things went well. There was one moment before the session that I thought that it felt like it could have potentially been a red flag. I'm not 100% sure if it is a red flag, all things considered.
There
So,
go.
sometime before the session, while doing like the character creation
Does
stuff,
it?
I mentioned in like the
There
group
we
chat, it's
go.
like, oh hey,
There
In-
we
I
go.
didn't know that in 5th edition you could make humans like
There we
medium-sized
go.
or small. It's like, wait, so does that mean I could just play as like child Mabel
There we go.
instead of like adult Mabel?
There we go.
And then the DM almost immediately messaged me privately after that. It's like, hey, this is like an 18+ game, and that goes for players and their characters. Like, want to make sure that you're not actually thinking of playing as a child. Like, stuff. It's like, no, it's like, yeah, I'll play as an
Nice.
adult. I thought it'd be, that was just a, you know, funny thought. It's like, okay, as long as you're serious in game.
All right.
So as long as you're serious during game
Yes.
time, fine. Or something. It's
Nice.
like, because yeah, that right away screamed to me like the sort of DM to be all like, no, don't do anything just for fun. Everything is going to be serious. We're going to have to be serious role
All
players
right.
and
Nice. Yes.
actual game
Yes.
time. No, we're just joking
There,
around, having
there.
fun and stuff.
There. There.
And it's like,
there.
okay,
There.
but that could be really bad. Have you ever heard of? I mean, like, you get what I'm going with, right? Of DMs who
Nice.
want the game to be like uber serious, being a bad thing.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'll wound up being fine, so that's good. And we have the person playing Waddles who apparently was just has like the best skills at like everything or something. Waddles kept rolling nat 20s on things for no particular, just from happenstance. There's a part where all like signing our names for like a contract, and Waddles like, no, I was like. The guy says, like, oh, well, you can just, like, put ink on Wallace's roof and have him sign. And then Wallace like, no, I take that, Quill, and I just sign my name. It's like, okay, fine, roll performance. Natural 20. Plus 3. Plus a d4 guidance spell. Just like all the things to roll a nat 20 on. Signing your name. And even with that, the DM had it so Waddles, you know, misspelled his own name. So of course I had Mabel think, oh, that's actually brilliant, Waddles. If we misspell
Yes.
the person, you know, taking our signatures has already said that he's illiterate. Illiterate. So if we misspell our names, we could get like the perks of the contract, but when they try to like try us, you know, trap us with the fine print, they won't be able to because the contracts aren't really even in our names.
Yes. All right.
And how well did that go over?
I mean, Mabel misspelled her name at least, and the rest of the party just signed their names. Some of them tried to like use like, was it forgery, whatever, on the contracts to like basically cross out the fine print, only to find that the contracts are like magic and stuff, and then like, just,
Nice.
okay, fine, let's just sign it.
All right.
Who is this that like doodled on their contract? Oh, sorry, that was me. I was bored of waiting for everyone else to finish.
Yes.
We go off to try to investigate some like cultists. We stop by a bathhouse.
Yes.
Like, alright, Waddles, time for a bath. No!
Yes.
Okay, roll
All
roll
right.
animal handling versus roll athletics. To try to get Waddles in the bath versus to try to get away from Mabel giving Waddles a bath. We both cast guidance on ourselves, and I won by 1. So everyone else is here. Someone else just goes into a bath that already has people like lounging by it. 2 other people are just like antisocial enough that they just want to stand outside.
There. Yes.
Mabel goes in, wrestles a pig around the room, and eventually gives the pig a bath. And then,
There.
like, our druid, or whomever, looks like, you know, a fey creature, I think, is just standing there like, come on, I don't want to be the one talking to this person.
There.
It's like, sorry, everyone else is very busy.
Yes.
Doing, I'm not sure what.
There.
So as you can tell, a very silly section.
Yeah.
And then we started getting into combat, and I had to go, and it's like, yeah, just use, like, this cantrip.
Yeah.
Have Mabel just stand in the back and use this cantrip a bunch.
Yeah.
Because 5th edition, you can just reuse cantrips infinitely. But there's no touch of healing cantrip, because that would be broken.
Yeah.
I will say, though, I do like the you can use cantrips infinitely thing.
Nice.
I didn't like it when I first heard about it, but it totally grew on me over time.
Like a fungus.
There's a fungus among us?
I mean, it grows on you. Like a
Over
fungus.
time. Oh, like the mushrooms.
Mushroom.
Yeah, we had to get rid of the mushrooms. We didn't have the space for them.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, we didn't have room for the mush.
No, I get it. I get it.
Right.
You gotta conserve your storage space.
Yeah,
There.
After all, you don't have mushroom.
thank you.
There.
Yes, I knew you were setting me up for that. I just wanted to see how long it could go
I had to set it up,
before
put the
it
bat
bothered
in
you.
your hands, and like stand behind you trying to make you swing it. Like,
Oh no! See, that's the thing. I knew exactly where you were going with the joke. I just wanted to drag it out and make it seem like you didn't make it obvious.
No, I knew that you knew there was obvious and that you were just like, ooh. And it's just like, come on, just say it already. I know you want to. This is the sort of dull humor that you enjoy me for.
Dull?
Okay, fine. I'm very short.
Like cheddar.
Mmm, cheese. It can be cheesy if it would please thee.
That's what I should have got when I was at the grocery store. Because I got some salt and pepper wings, and some grapes, and some, like, I think dried pepperoni. Something of that type. But I should have got cheese. I also got garbage bags, because, I mean, you know exactly why I need garbage bags.
I need better quality garbage bags. The one I have, it's so hard to open them.
There. There.
But I know, I'm not being wasteful. I'm only going to throw these garbage bags away one at a time.
What?
What, you don't throw your garbage bags away one at a time?
No. That's more wasteful. I take out 3 garbage bags at a time.
See, I don't wait that long.
What are you talking about? I filled up 3 bags, and then I took them out.
Yeah, I don't wait long enough to get 3 bags of garbage.
I mean, obviously I have more than 3 bags worth.
I thought you were going to keep cleaning after I left.
I did. For a few days.
It's supposed to make the place really nice, so the next time I come by, I'm like, wow, your place is so nice. So anyway, right, the ice stuff. So, the person at the optometrist, or, you know, the optometrist, said, it's like, okay, we're going to be sending your info to a specialist in Edmonton. They might get back to you in a few, like, months. Not months. It might take them a few weeks to get back to you, then they'll book an appointment, yada yada, etc, etc, etc. So I'm just like, okay, sure, fine. If they're not going to be rushing to get this, I shouldn't really be concerned. They know how much of just how much of an emergency this is or is not, so if they don't think it's an emergency, then fine. So I get the call today, while I'm in D&D. If my phone starts ringing, I have to mute myself and answer the call, and it's like, oh, yes, blah, blah. It's like, well, our specialist is only in on Fridays, so the next opening is July 4th. I'm like, well, if that's the next... Because I was really concerned it's going to be like, yeah, can you come in this Friday? I was gonna be all like, well, technically I could, but that will be really awkward. But no, it's months away. It's almost 2 months away, so it's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. Unfortunately, they didn't, like, send me an email or anything, so I can't get, Aish to... I can't get Aish to cover it unless I have, like, proof. Otherwise, people just say, yes, I have a doctor's appointment in so-and-so place. Absolutely! You should totally give me a free trip to such-and-such place so I can do my doctor's appointment. But since I didn't get any sort of, like, paperwork, all I got was, like, verbal confirmation stuff. But apparently they're going to send a message, like, a few days before the... well, whatever. So anyway...
Take that! Take that!
Anyway, so yeah. You can get my eyes checked, and it's like, yeah, make sure you have someone to drive you home, and also have a pair of sunglasses. It's like, oh, this is more intense. Last one, they didn't request that I had sunglasses. I didn't, you know, say this to them. I just thought this. It's like, well, you know, really making this more important now, huh? Should I be, like, concerned about this?
Should you be?
Time to
Apparently
eat!
not. I don't know. But in completely other news, apparently Gloomhaven's second edition is set to come out this month, and the characters and stuff look amazing.
There we go.
Yeah,
I hope
Claire's
it comes
already
out okay.
obsessed with it.
Not obsessed, I'm
There
just
we go.
interested. So is Chandra.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
The three of us should totally try to do a campaign once it finally comes out. Or at least, you know, do a few missions and such.
There we go.
And from 1, yep, straight to 2.
How you growing?
3.
There we go. I hope it comes out okay. There we go. How you growing? I hope it comes out okay.
There's a festival today, so let's go down to the festival grounds.
Time for a festival!
Oh, and apparently... my little brother's... oh no, is there a festival today? Did the festival already end? This, like, festival art and stuff going on. What does the calendar say? Festival's already over, it's not even 1 p.m.? Oh, Seaside Lights Festival at 6 p.m. I'd like all day to do that. That was Puppy. There she is. I'm gonna see if Puppy wants to go with me to the Seaside Lights Festival.
Hi there. Today's the festival. Yay! Today's the festival. Yay!
I don't know why she said that twice. I didn't think I tried to talk to her twice. I like that in this game you can put away your weapon or, like, your tool. So you're not just running around just, like, carrying a sword. Hi, puppy. Eating all by yourself? Let's interrupt your meal and let's go on an adventure. I hope you're okay. You seem to be standing in that chair. Yeah, my little brother is hosting his own D&D game. I'm in multiple regular question mark D&D games.
Grow big and strong, okay?
It's really interesting, these sorts of games, like what you actually have to use mechanics for. Like, in order to find the other like tree seeds, you need to have a partner in your party. You can't find them by yourself. You have to. So, if this was a very strict do not have companions in your party ever sort of a run, then yeah, I wouldn't be able to get these other tree seeds. But it's like, I don't think that I actually need to have people in my party, like, get these requests done just to beat the game. Huh, we found an emerald. How fortuitous. Let's go back home.
Thanks.
And of course, I still want to try to find people for. Okay. DM-less D&D should entirely be possible. In theory, one could get, like, say, a deck of cards, and make the cards have various D&D-esque effects. Heck, if you really wanted it to be random, you could get some dice and assign events to the dice. So, I don't know, get like a D100 and set, it's like, oh, you got like a 70, you're like 75, that's like a 10, whatever. But I like the idea of like cards and things. So you have, say, so a number of cards might say like, oh, there's an encounter of like, you know, a class A encounter or some such. And it's like, okay, take your class A encounter deck and it's like, blah, blah, blah. Oh, like, just goblins, whatever. Like, oh, like 2 goblins. Like, okay, that's not too bad. I kind of want to combine this with the roguelite D&D thing. So I'd have just basic deck. It's like, okay, it's like level 1 treasure. And then it's like, oh, the treasure, you have to roll it. Because there are rules for randomly giving treasure. And stuff, but it's like, maybe like 1 treasure card, a couple of like scenario card, whatever. And on the one hand, you could have it just be like, oh, hey,
comes out okay.
You know, after you flip enough cards, eventually you're bound to get treasure.
There we go.
Or it could be that whenever you pull a card, you will then have to shuffle it back in.
I hope it comes out okay.
So the next draw could be anything, in which case, why not just use dice?
There we go. There we go. How are you growing? I hope it comes out okay. How are you growing? How are you growing? There we go. How are you growing? I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay. How are you growing? There we go. comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay. How you growing? How you growing? I hope it comes out okay. There we go. How you growing? How you
What do
growing?
you think, Sarah?
How you
I know
growing?
you're still there. I can hear you.
There we go.
I'm here.
How you growing?
What do you think? DM-less D&D with a
How
D&D
you growing?
roguelite.
How you growing? I hope it comes out okay.
I mean,
There
I
we
guess.
go.
Yeah, just,
I hope it
And
comes
then,
out
like,
okay. How
you
you
know,
growing?
after every run,
How you growing?
just like have,
How you
like,
growing?
or make like an extra card to like throw into the deck. Heck,
There
do like the
we go.
1,000 blank white cards thing.
I hope it comes out okay.
Make the cards out of, you know, like,
How you growing?
note cards.
I hope it comes out okay.
And it's like, oh, hey,
There we go. There
So-
we go. There we
have to design
go.
some shops to
I
potentially
hope it comes
modify
out
the
okay.
deck. Like, oh, hey, you find like some amount of gold, but you have like
I hope it comes
a
out
plus
okay.
1 difficulty like encounter put into the. Actually, that could be, or maybe just like after the run, like okay, you can like, you know, increase the overall
I hope
difficulty.
it comes
of it.
out okay.
So you're not like, you know, level
I hope it
9
comes
still
out
facing
okay.
off against
How you growing?
first level encounters.
I hope it comes out okay. There we go.
I love the idea of just
hope it
actually
comes out
starting out
okay.
with basically nothing. Like, you
There
don't even have,
go.
like, equipment. You don't even have, like, a character
you growing?
class. Potentially, like, you're not even
There
properly
we
human.
go. I hope it
just-
comes out okay. I
Some
hope it comes out
raceless,
okay.
classless being,
I hope it
and
comes
you
out
just
okay.
have basic unarmed strike. No feats or anything until you fight stuff that's like, okay, these have
There
feats, so
we
now your
go.
future characters can have a feat.
How you growing?
Oh, you face off against like 2 goblins at once? Well,
There
that gives you the
we go.
concept of teamwork. So now you can have 2 characters.
There we go. I hope it comes out okay. How you growing? I hope it comes out okay.
So still need like 8 more of that. Oh my gosh, this goblin had a weapon. That gives you an idea. Now you can have a weapon. You looted the weapon, so now you can start off with like a rusty longsword. There's so much stuff in D&D.
Yeah.
Again, at least in 3.5 edition, that just never gets used.
Take that.
Because, like, the idea of like, oh, you could use like, you know, copper or bronze as a weapon, but that's just strictly worse than using the default steel. You have to like seek out these rules and try to use them, and it's just worse than not using the rules. At least like things like Pathfinder has a lot of like materials for making weapons out of. That's like, oh hey, this stuff like as long as you're in contact. I think 3rd edition 3.5 also exact. I don't know. But it's like, oh, this material, like, if you unsheath it in wind, then it unleashes, like, a sonic effect, and based on how much wind there is, it has, like, a fear effect on your enemies, or it could be on everybody around you. So theoretically, you could be unsheathing it while you move super fast to, like, pseudo-make the effect happen. Also, well, it's like, oh, hey, this is made out of, like, basically liquefied magma. So it constantly does like fire damage. But so it does fire damage to the person who's using it, but it also does extra fire damage on contact. Without using like spells to do so. What is it? Stygian ice that like drains wisdom as it hurts. It does cold damage, and if it does cold damage, then your wisdom gets like drained and it just, like, sucks the personality out of something. It's like, that's a really cool concept. but it's also, like, incredibly expensive.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, just going through this whatever endless dungeon thing. And it's like, okay, at first the cards are like very limited. It's like one basic goblin or something. And then it's like, oh, there's one card that's like the shop, so you can go and you can like buy and sell items there. And it's like, but anything you buy at the shop, you only get for the rest of that run. So you don't, like, you can't, you know, pool up your money, get like a Masterwork longsword, and then expect to start with a Masterwork longsword every time. And then... yeah. And one of the cards is like a treasure, but it has to be accompanied with like a proper encounter. Maybe one of the cards is like just a puzzle. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to do a puzzle if you're the one making it and thus already know like the answers to the puzzles, but it could just be like, say, some form of a skill challenge. Maybe there's, you know, a 50-foot pit that you have to try to cross. You have to try to figure out, okay, how am I going to get across this thing with what I have on this character? It's a test of being able to use what you have access to.
Nice.
Like, there's stuff there. It can be done, and it could be nice.
Yes. Yes.
Did I want all this? I feel like I did. I'm not certain that I did. I did. And then,
All right.
I think it could be really interesting to, like, get all this stuff, get it all nice and prepared, and then, heck, do a recording on it. Get it full on, yeah.
Yes. All right.
Get all these in, like, physical card form, which I have multiple ways of doing that. Wouldn't be too necessarily difficult.
Nice. Yes. Yes. Nice. Yes.
Take all these various cards, and just have everything going.
Nice. Nice.
Although I feel like the...
Yes.
yeah, long drawn out games are also the best. So,
Nice. All
Okay.
right.
so in D&D, like, I think one goblin is like
Alright.
a fair fight for a party of like 4 level 1 adventurers, let alone a single level 1 adventurer, let alone a single level 1 adventurer who doesn't have goods.
Nice.
Yeah, we should punch the numbers on that. Level 1 adventurer versus goblin.
There. All right.
How possible is it for the adventure, like, basic human with nothing versus goblin? How possible is it for the Huban to win? Because if we look at... If we look at the SRD for a goblin, the stuff in here, I guess. Alright. And let's start heading out to the beach for the special beach event, so we don't forget about that. Oh, looks like everyone else is heading out to the beach. Alright. And puppy.
Huh?
Still working hard, I see.
Apparently, because I didn't talk to people after the crash. Well, I didn't talk to basically anyone for a few days. Oops. You check up on the others. It's been like 3 days.
Hi there.
You're fine.
Oh,
Good work
off
today.
to work. Have fun. Yes.
I'd love to know what you think of my weapons.
Did you check the pond? Yes,
I'm
I checked
so
the pond.
happy I get to see you today. Say,
Yo!
hey, quit treating me like a kid.
Boy, am I tired.
You rang?
Yes.
I see you're full of
Yep,
energy.
ready.
Everyone in town, except for one person, is out here. Are there supposed to be fireflies?
Is something amiss? I'd love to know what you think of my weapons.
Oh, amazing.
Where are the sparklies? All I can see is like the sparkles of stuff spawning. in.
Yay. Yay.
You would not believe your eyes if I told you there were no fireflies.
You would not believe your eyes?
There are no fireflies.
Oh.
You rang?
You would not believe your eyes.
Nice.
Fireflies.
Fascinating, is it not?
Is everything all right?
No.
Amazing. Amazing.
Well, I guess we'll leave the episode off here then, and to look at the invisible fireflies that are supposed to be around here. So it goes.